Hi everybody, my name is Rhys Barber. I'm the audiologist here at Audiology Associates. We upload new earwax removal videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9 PM UK time, so please consider subscribing. Hi everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates. Thank you very much for watching this earwax removal compilation. We have two patients in this compilation. First patient's come through with quite soft wax and feeling quite blocked up, reduced hearing, no discomfort in this patient at present. So quite a straightforward removal to do. So what we're going to do first of all, because this wax is very soft, patient's been using some drops, over-the-counter drops, to soften this up a bit. What you can see is as the suction tube comes into contact with it, you've got some very, a lot of this just getting sucked straight inside the suction machine, so you can actually see it all disappearing up inside the Zollner tube there. So what I'm trying to do is clear the outer section first. What you tend to find with drops is that when you use the drop, it softens what it comes into contact with. So you tend to find you have a very soft, almost liquefied front section to the wax. And then as you go deeper in, you'll probably get a harder, more solid section. So what I'm trying to do at the moment is clear the outer part of the ear canal. So if we do come across a harder section, as we take that out, it's less likely to stick to the wax at the front end. So you can see we're just working our way around it. What I'm looking for when I do this, you can see obviously where the wax is coming away from the canal wall really nicely. Luckily it's not too soft, not too liquid, so it's coming away well. You'll know when we hit the harder core, because as we suction around the outside, suddenly it almost looks like the sides of the wax fold into the centre a little bit. So they come away really cleanly from the canal wall. So there, do you see that just fold in just ever so slightly on that side? And we'll do the same at the bottom now. You can see that almost like folds in. There you go. And the same again. So now we know we're getting to the outside edge of this. So I'm just working around the outer part of the plug. I'm hoping that we can get a grip on this now in the central section. And hopefully if there's enough to it, you'll see it there. There you go. See, by loosening around the outside edge and getting that feel, it's actually got stuck in the outer part of the ear canal. Sometimes as you take this out, it pulls out and it's quite lengthy, so it hits the outer part of the ear, so you can't get the angle to get it out. But you can see a nice big old plug. There's a little bit of wet wax a bit deeper in, so we'll just grab that. There you go. All went down in one go. See this section here? I think this patient has had a history when they were younger of ear infections. I think that's a healed perforation there. The skin looks a little bit different colour to the rest of the eardrum. Sometimes when the perforation heals, it forms a very thin layer of skin. So you get this very different looking section in there. So I think that's what was happening there. Okay, this is our second patient now in the compilation. So you can see very soft wax around the outside edge, or what appears to be very soft wax around the outside edge. It's got that sheen to it, which makes it look soft. It can be deceiving though. So as in this case, the wax looks really soft. It's got a nice shine to it, but the wax is actually very, very sticky. So we're trying to unstick this from the canal wall first of all. Just lifting off the bottom of the canal, trying to find the edge of it, trying to pull it into the center. You can see it's just really firmly stuck there. With the stickier wax like this, you can be lucky sometimes, and as you lift off the canal wall, it can peel away and then you've got a really good chunk. But unfortunately that's not happening here, so I'm going to have to go in with the Jobson horn. Not the easiest of wax removals. We've got very sticky wax at the front, a very dark, hard, old section in the center, and very dry skin and wax around the outside edge. So we've got three different types of wax. This patient as well, bless them, was having some discomfort in this ear canal. I think where that hardened up piece of wax was sitting at the bottom of the canal, it was just pressing and rubbing, so they were a little bit nervous and a little bit jumpy. So what I'm trying to do is go as gently as I can to unstick this first of all, can see that harder section there. So we can get a grip on the softer bits and try and lift them up, but that harder section there is really holding everything in place. There, now we're starting to get it detaching from the canal wall. It didn't help as well that where this wax was sitting, as we were moving it off the canal wall, it was triggering a cough reflex in the patient. So we do have to kind of stop quite a bit, because you just get a really strong urge to cough. You get a really bad tickle at the back of your throat with this reflex, so you can't fight it really. So you can see we've lifted that harder section off the base of the canal now. I'm just trying to take it away gently, or as gently as I can, because obviously the patient's very nervous and has had some discomfort. There we are. Oops, just flicked off the top there. You can see we're just getting behind it, almost out. Just got to get behind that section. You can see the dry skin that's been holding everything at the top, this hardened up section at the bottom. So yeah, a real mixed bag of earwax on this side. There we are. There's that chunk. So it was that big, I was picking it up with my fingers, it was easy. So you can see the redness where that's been irritating the canal underneath there. There's a little bit of dry wax and skin to the top right corner, so we're just going to take that away. It's this really sticky, stretchy wax there again. Almost. Jobson horn going back in now. Here we are. Okay, so this is the same patient with the second ear. This earwax is that dry, sticky kind of wax, the really stretchy, hard-shelled with a soft center wax. So it's always a bit of an awkward one to remove, this type. You can see we've got the very dry piece here at the entrance. We can't even get a suction grip on this one, it's so dry. So we'll use the Jobson horn to get rid of that first. You can see the difference in consistencies, because that outer section was bone dry. As soon as we got the Jobson horn into it, you can see it's just taken a big groove out of that softer wax that's sitting behind. So you can see why it's more difficult with this type of wax to remove. You tend to find it tends to be patients with much drier skin in the rear canals that get affected like this, and you get this where the wax comes into contact with the dry skin, it really dries out and hardens up, so you get this thick, stretchy, sticky wax on the outside, this soft kind of gooey wax in the middle then. So you have to kind of really switch up the tools quite a bit a lot of the time. So you can see we're managing to get some of the softer bits away. Ideally what I'm trying to do here is work towards the harder outer section of the wax, lifting that into the center and hoping that it's hard enough that we can get a really good grip on it. But as you can see here, it's just kind of stretching around. You know, like working underneath, lifting, working across, trying to unstick it from this right canal wall. Trying to work close to the wall without touching it. It's broke a little bit off then in the suction. Here we are, like working again on that right canal wall. There, we're starting to see it stretch away now. We're getting a little bit of a gap. You can see it's quite difficult to get this softer section plays havoc with the suction, because it's a really kind of gloopy wax in the center. When you put the suction tube onto it, it just sucks a chunk in and blocks the suction straight away, so you're constantly clearing this through. A Jobson horn on this one is just going to dry. It's just going to pull a groove just down the center of it. So what I'm doing is putting some olive oil in. Sometimes this will help just to reduce some of the stickiness of the wax and help me to detach it from the canal wall a little bit more effectively. It also helps me to get a slightly better grip because the oil just helps to seal around the end of the suction tube. You can see just really working on this last piece of wax. There we go. Now we're starting to see some movement to it. Frustratingly with these types of wax, you tend to get it to the outer part of the ear canal, and then the soft sticky bits stick to the skin, so you get this wedged, which is what's happened here. So just trying to maintain the suction grip whilst wiggling it up and down to work it out to the canal. There we are, it's on its way. There we go, out he pops. Let's see what's going on behind it. You can see another piece there to the left hand side, so we'll go in with the suction again to grab that bit. I'm starting to see the blue of the eardrum there. There we go, lovely. Little bits of kind of dry skin around the outside edge. Oh, I think that's the same bit again. Sorry about that. Same bit snuck in twice there. Here we are, so just taking, just working that dry skin around a little bit. There we are, there's the eardrum on that side. So this is what we removed. So you can see it's there's quite a big chunk there to the right hand side. Lots of little teeny weeny pieces then, about 1.5 inches altogether.
Thank you very much for watching our video today. If you did enjoy the video, then please like. If you're not subscribed already or you'd like to do so, you can click the subscribe button here. If you'd like to check out some more of our videos, they're also up there. Now, if you want to follow us, you can do on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also check our website if you want to know a little bit more about us. As always, guys, until the next time, take care.